Hello, I'm Master Andrew Trento of Trento's Martial Arts and Fitness Center, and this is my first episode of The Martial Way. I started martial arts 16 years ago in my hometown, and I had trained my first master for 10 years at his center, and the training I received was what I think very well-rounded. My core art was Taekwondo. And being as young as I was, I didn't really know the difference between the different styles of martial arts and Taekwondo. But I learned traditional Taekwondo forms, which were created back in the 1950s. And I had extensive training in technique and kicks. Taekwondo is known for its leg work and its kicks. We had an excellent self-defense curriculum, self-defense material, which some arts don't really cover very well, or some things aren't very practical. So it's an excellent training in self-defense. The martial arts also led me into doing fitness. I've done fitness classes like Pilates and cardio kickboxing, sculpt with the dumbbells and things like that. Of course, athletic conditioning as well, that can be used for all sorts of sports. Of course, there's Taekwondo as a sport as well. Taekwondo became an Olympic sport officially for the 2000 Games in Sydney. So I learned Olympic-style sparring as well. I've competed, and my training also had, I'll call it mental training. A lot of studying and training in psychology and self-esteem work. So I had a very good foundation in martial arts. I started my own school back in 2010. I opened up in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. And I still have the center today, still teaching, and I've built on many things. I train now with several mentors from each area of my training since my foundation was 16 years ago. I train with someone in traditional Taekwondo, Olympic Taekwondo, self-defense, fitness, psychology, and other styles that I've come along the way, like Songgam Taekwondo and Qigong. I also expand to other martial arts, such as Hagana and Kung Fu, and they all contribute to my being as a martial arts master. I got my 4th degree black belt in 2012, and I'm currently training for the 5th degree in a couple of years. What I've always wanted to do was do some kind of YouTube channel like this to educate people on the different types of martial arts, what martial arts does for people, the benefits for martial arts, the reason why people do martial arts, women in the martial arts in the movies, competitions, what to look for in a martial arts school, black belt testing. These are just a few topics that I want to discuss here on this channel. So the idea's been there for a long time, but I never had the nerve to actually do it until now. I'm going to bring, sometimes on this channel, acquaintances of mine, students of mine, mentors of mine, other masters, where we will discuss in a forum where people can learn online about the different types of martial arts. Whether you're a martial artist, whether you're a parent looking for what to look for in martial arts schools, maybe you're interested in martial arts schemas or whatever the case is, but I want to bridge all the martial arts together. I will use any tool available to me to teach. So I found YouTube as just one more avenue for me to do something that I love to do. The martial arts is my passion. The martial arts, I breathe it, I eat it, I sleep it. It's in every single thing I do. My martial arts is very personal to me. It's in every single thing I do in my life. As most martial artists will tell you. On this channel, we will talk about all these different discussions, the different topics, what they do for people's lives, the fitness end of it, psychology, history of it. There's so many things pertaining to it that I think people can learn from, benefit from, and simply just enjoy. The martial arts has been around for a long time, known as the way of the warrior. Believe it or not, in mythology, it was the art of war, Mars, the Roman god of war. That's where the keyword of martial came from, for combat and warrior. And martial arts can go back as far as 3400 BC, back in Mesopotamia. The ancient Egyptians would have pictures of them doing these combat arts. Chinese martial arts can go as far back as 4,000, maybe even 6,000 years ago. There are many styles of martial arts, but the martial arts is a series of different types of styles. that help one develop physically, mentally, and even spiritually. There are martial arts that come from, well, mostly known as the Asian martial arts, like Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Qigong, Kung Fu, Jeet Kune Do. There's the Japanese ones like Karate and Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu. The Korean arts, which were the Kwans like Chungdo Kwan, Odo Kwan, Tang Sudo, Mudo Kwan, Taekwondo, Hapkido. There are a lot of different martial arts. Regardless of what martial art you do, they all have very similar principles on a standpoint that you are learning values of respect, integrity, discipline, and focus. Martial arts is simply a tool to teach you bigger and better things in life. That is something I say on a daily basis to my own students. You're learning life. You're learning these skills that you will use every single day, whether you're a student in school, a parent raising your children, an adult making their way in their career. The focus, the discipline, the social skills, the confidence, the self-esteem, all pertains and are things that you learn through your martial art training. Of course, there's a physical aspect as well. You have motor skills and coordination. You learn how to defend yourself. A lot of people start martial arts because they want to learn to defend themselves against an attacker or a bully. A lot of women, I'm a big proponent of the women warriors. Women go to learn to defend themselves against men trying to overpower them, to be empowered. Children do it to get in shape because of the obesity epidemic, or to gain confidence against the bullies, or just to have the focus factor to do better in school. There are a lot of benefits to doing martial arts. So one of the things I want to do on this channel is to talk about all those benefits in great detail. And you won't only hear from me. You'll hear from parents. You'll hear from other martial artists. You'll hear from different types of martial arts as well. So I'm very excited to bring all these things in one place. I'm going to be committed to having every Friday a new episode. And my goal is that it'll get popular enough that these episodes can get longer. You know, we'll start with 10-minute, 15-minute videos, but if people want more, of course, longer videos, there's more to teach, there's more to learn, there's more to hear about. Everyone has a voice, and I hope everyone gets a chance to use their voice here. We can also learn from the greatest martial art masters in the nation, in the world even. Once a month, I plan on doing a special, a journalistic endeavor, if you will, with some of the greatest martial arts masters of our time. Whether they're from Kung Fu, Taekwondo, Krav Maga, we can learn so much from these masters, whether you're a martial artist or not. And you can really sense the tradition of the martial arts in what they speak, through their words, and the way they carry themselves. Absolutely. So that's what martial arts embodies. That's what I want people to feel and understand. I'm really excited about doing this. And as time goes on, I hope you give us more feedback as well. We have Twitter and Facebook, and of course you can comment here on the channel. And you never know, you might be the one to give us a new topic to discuss, something we never thought about, something going on that the martial arts can give you an answer or shed some light on. I also write a blog, beingthecandle.blogspot.com, where I sometimes write some of my thoughts and experiences, my rants and raves. Some things are funny, some things are inspirational, some things are just a thought or an experience that I feel people can share, because life is always teaching us. I hope you join me next week. The first few videos will just be me, but I'm hoping to have a nice panel of people for our next series of videos. Next week, I'm going to talk about why people do martial arts and even more benefits that children and adults can benefit from. So again, my name is Master Andrew Trento. This is the Martial Way, and that's your Zen for the day. Thanks.